How's it going? We're back again. Okay, I'm so glad. What I've noticed is people are starting to subscribe. So thank you so much. Okay, and thank you for sharing these videos. So again, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. We're waiting for you. Okay, so we have a topic today. And by the way, this is Dustin and April Babin. We are with Babin Health. We are talking about how to make habits to be healthy. Okay, small changes create healthy habits. Okay, so we're talking about small changes you can make to make a big difference when you start putting all these habits together. Okay, so I'm going to actually hand this over to my wife, this topic that we're going to discuss today, because we are talking about how to minimize the cost of eating healthy, right?
Yes, or busting the myth that eating healthy is actually more expensive than not eating healthy.
Really?
Yeah.
So we always hear when we're trying to talk to somebody about being healthy and being health coaches that, oh my gosh, it's going to cost so much money and how am I going to afford it? And we always hear about how you can buy this versus this and one costs more than the other. And usually, guess what they're telling us? Which one's cheaper is the unhealthy one. So I'm going to hand it over to you and let you take over.
Yes.
She does the grocery shopping, so she needs to be one on this topic.
That's true. So, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. And we are talking about how we can bust the myth that eating healthy is more expensive than eating unhealthy. It is simply not true, okay? If you go shopping and you're buying the stuff for healthy meals, I'm going to show you a couple examples in a minute that will show you how eating healthy is less expensive. But let me tell you why, okay? Because it's not just in the one meal that causes that price difference. Okay, when you choose unhealthy things, what do you think some things are that people choose that are not healthy in the grocery store that maybe people buy all the time?
Something that people buy all the time that
I put him on the spot, y'all.
she really did. Okay, so chips.
Yes. Okay, that's a great example.
Yeah.
Okay, so chips, right? It's high in carbs. Actually, they've gotten pretty expensive in my taste when you have to pay like $4 for a bag, or cheaper at Aldi's
And
and
who can
places.
just eat one chip, right? I mean, like you bring
Right.
the chips out, I eat one. It's like, well, just one more. And before you know it, it's like, where'd the bag go? I ate it all, So
Right. But even though, let's say that bag of chips added to your meal, maybe a sandwich seems like a cheaper alternative to, say, cooking a taco salad or something. When you're eating that bag of chips or those high carb items that seem cheap enough, right? Because you get maybe more quantity, but you're hungrier. And what happens when you're hungrier? You're going to eat more. And what happens when you eat more? You're spending more money on your groceries because you have to eat more when you eat those high carb, unhealthier things.
I knew she was the one for this topic.
Yeah. Because those healthier things keep you full longer. They're going to sustain you longer where you're not having to snack on stuff all throughout the day. And, those prepackaged items, the cost really adds up. So, I want to just give you some examples of it. Okay, so I have to look at my notes for this because I have actual prices on stuff. So, for example, okay, now I don't know if all of you would like cabbage soup. In my house, we love it. It's an easy meal for me. I just put it in the Instapot, and I can just make. I put a couple cabbages. I put a container of chicken broth in there, and so I cook that. I pressure cook it. And then we're able to add, our salt, some spices, and mozzarella cheese, and we have a great meal. You could even add some hamburger meat.
So
to
notice
that.
you said mozzarella cheese.
Yes.
Is there a reason why mozzarella cheese?
Yes. Well, mozzarella cheese is lower in
And
fat.
I also noticed you said Instapot.
Yes.
Is that really beneficial?
Yeah.
To have Instapot?
Yeah. It's a great way to cook healthy meals.
Okay.
I use it all the time to cook chicken and yeah, I'm sure a lot of you have that at home. So I want to just show you like the cost of the cabbage soup that I make, okay? And we won't spend a lot of time on this. I just wanted to give you an example, okay? So first of all, you want to buy in-season produce, okay? You can find cheaper meat at places like H-E-B and Aldi's. Even though it's a little more expensive, I do prefer to buy organic meat. Just because an organic is better on some vegetables. You can find the list online. I would try to stick to organic. When it used to be called the Dirty Dozen, or you can find a clean list online of stuff you don't have to buy organic, or things that are recommended organic, and I would go by that. But the cabbage soup, the total ends up being $8.30. Okay, so I can feed my whole family cabbage soup. That's 2 cabbages, 1 chicken broth, and I mean the like the paper containers. I don't know how many ounces that is, and then a package of shredded mozzarella, and I can spend $8.30 on that. And then versus if my family wants to eat pizza, and I can buy that in the store, right? You can buy the frozen pizza. But the frozen pizza is going to cost you at least $10, if not $20, depending on what you get. And you're not going to stay full as long. And so, and it's an unhealthy choice versus cabbage soup is healthier. Okay, but you may not like cabbage soup, but I'm just showing you that it can be more cost beneficial to eat healthy versus not. Okay, another meal, beef taco salad. So if I bought my beef, I can find it for $5.99 a pound at Aldi's. I know everything's kind of going up right now. So if I buy my beef and some taco seasoning, salad, tomatoes, and salsa, and that would add up to around $20.50 versus if I wanted to make hamburgers and fries. Okay, if I made these at home, okay, if you're eating those out, it's going to be really expensive. But making it at home, that meal ends up being $21.50. Okay, not a huge difference there, right, in cost, but look at the difference in the health the healthy items that you're eating. So I just want to show you that you can fuel your body in a way that's going to be healthy, and it doesn't mean that eating healthy is more expensive than not eating healthy.
Now, I got to add something in here.
Yes.
I got healthy, and guess what? I got off medications.
Right.
Now,
yeah.
if I was still eating healthy, I would be eating more and be paying for those medications. Okay?
Yes.
Now, how much was my medications?
Yeah, so his blood pressure medication by itself, some months was over $100. And we ended up getting like a manufacturing coupon that helped get it down for us to $50. And then they changed it and they wouldn't take the coupon anymore and it went back up. So we paid between $60 and $100 a month for his blood pressure medication. And I have health insurance with prescription coverages. So that's just one example of, hey, we saved over $60 to $100 a month just by him losing some weight, eating healthy. And hey, you cannot put a price tag on your health, on having more energy for your family, right? Honestly, in our household, when we're healthier, we're less crabby, right? We all get along better because we feel better. The energy in our household is better. We feel like doing more things together, and it's just a better atmosphere overall. So I would say you really can't put a price tag on your health, right?
Yes. Now, before we let him go, because we're almost out of time, what is one meal? Okay, we have a family of 4, okay? And us 2 and our 2 girls. What is one healthy meal that our girls just absolutely love?
Yeah, they love tacos, okay? And you can actually find low-carb tortillas and you know, a healthier option. And my daughters also love taco salad. It's actually one of the few ways that they'll eat the salad. The other thing I'll say, another great alternative to mashed potatoes is you can actually make cauliflower mashed potatoes. And they're super good. I've even found them at Aldi's pre-made. So it's a really great alternative to the starchy potatoes. Yeah.
Thank you so much, April, for sharing this. Listen, I couldn't have done this video on my own because I don't do the shopping. I couldn't give you the prices or nothing. But she did amazing, okay? So, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Again, subscribe, share, tag. I'm so glad we are helping people make healthy habits, okay?
Yes.
So, thank you and God bless.